It is a special day today. I thought I saw the worst with Video Brinquedo. But oh, there is a whole other level below the bare minimum of that. Ladies and gentlemen, this is the awful world of Dingo Pictures. Dingo Pictures is an animation company from Germany. Just like Brinquedo, they specialize in movies that rip off popular movies from Disney. Examples include Lion and the King, Tarzan, Legend of Atlantis, Hunchback of Notre Dame, and Dalmatians 3. They're also responsible for this master meme. Okay, but let's be serious now. These movies have been hailed by the internet as some of the worst straight-to-video movies ever. And they're also hailed as some of the worst games ever because they're released on platforms like PlayStation 1 and 2. This is all thanks to companies like Midas and Phoenix, which are two publishing companies that give crap like this shelf space. However, today's thing, I don't really feel comfortable calling it a movie or a game, isn't a ripoff. It's still awful because it's Dingo Pictures, but hey, at least that's a baby step. This is Animal Soccer World. We begin with a dog and not Simba from their Lion King knockoff talking to each other. Yeah, this is a thing Dingo really likes to do with their movies and reuse characters because it saves whatever minimal budget they have. And speaking of minimal budget, the animation clearly shows that. I mean, wow. Brinquedo's bad with terrible low-budget CG, but these designs look like something a third grader would do in art class. And as for the voice acting, well, usually Dingo likes to reuse the same voice actors for their movies, but here it sounds like it's all one guy doing all the voices.
Who are we going to visit?
Harry, we are going to visit Harry. Then we know right away if there's something going on. And then we can tell our friends.
Okay, let's visit Harry.
You know, that was just one guy doing all those voices.
Congrats, Dingo Pictures! You make Manos the Hands of Fate look competent in comparison. These two then find themselves in town with this half-bird, half-man news reporter who kind of looks like an OC for a small-time YouTube analyst channel.
Hello and welcome to Birdman Reviews. We're going to be talking about how awesome Dingo Pictures is.
So we're not really introduced to anybody, we're just kind of shown the other characters like a donkey, a chicken, a duck nurse, and scene-interrupting candy salesman Bear! I know it's hard to convey with edited clips, but this is 3 minutes into the movie and it's so boring I feel like I've been here for an eternity. Oh, animation at its finest.
I found the ball.
And then he didn't let me play with it.
Yeah, that's right, because you can't shoot, you just shoot it everywhere.
So the animals decide they'll host a soccer game to conclude who is superior.
I already got a name, the Wild Dogs.
Don't make me laugh. Our team's name is the Jungle Kings, the kings of the jungle.
Ah, out-of-sync dubbing, another staple of Dingo Picture movies. And let's just get these out of the way. Other Dingo highlights include random animals laughing that look like they're having seizures, and hilariously bad walking animations to pad out the movie. Oh Dingo, how you always let us down. So Birdman goes to work trying to spread the word of the soccer game with his assistants, a pelican and Puss in Boots. Okay, the cat's name is actually Fritz, which is unintentionally hilarious. The pelican flies around dropping off flyers to spread the word of the game.
In 2 weeks there is a soccer championships. Hey sister, come over here. I have an idea.
The Wild Dogs play against the Jungle Kings today in 2 weeks.
What are we waiting for?
I didn't touch any of that. That's actually how it's edited. Saying the editing in Dingo Picture movies are bad is like calling a volcano hot. It's a massive understatement.
And I? What can I be?
Nothing, Grummel. You are way too small. It's not a playground.
So you're not gonna let the main character dog play because he's too small, but you're letting the baby Dalmatian play, who is debatably smaller than him?
So be a forward, and I can run fast.
Well, okay. You look a little bit small, but you're fast, and you can run between the legs.
What?
You're big, I'm little. My head only comes to your middle. But I say little guys can do big things too.
What goal?
That one.
Main character dog goes off to find this bulldog who has been requested to be the goalkeeper. The bulldog doesn't want to do it, but when he hears that main character dog isn't allowed to play because of his height, he says that he'll join as long as he conditions that main character dog gets to play too. Meanwhile on the jungle side...
I want
will be the goalkeeper. I'll stop all the balls.
It's sad to say that that was the best piece of animation in this thing so far.
Fabulous. That means there will be a lot of spectators. And so that means that you have to make a lot of candy for them.
I'm going to make the sweetest and best candy you ever tasted before.
Well, that just kind of happened. I guess this scene's only real purpose was to tell us that the bear's gonna be selling candy during the game, but I mean, two virgins and Taylor Kniff were better party planners than this guy, and they couldn't wrap their way out of a Christmas package. Back with the dogs, they finally cave and let main character dog play since it means they can get the bulldog to be the goalie. Cool. Also, this dog's gonna be the referee, because why not?
We need jerseys. Can you make jerseys for us?
Jerseys? Of course. I can make as many jerseys as you want.
Well, I have seen a horse sew, but then again, that horse had magic, so yeah, this is just kind of stupid. So the big day of the soccer game has finally come, but it seems we have a problem. Hooligan ducks! The most threatening animal you could imagine.
You guys are going into Area S, and if you're making one wrong move, I will eat you. You old dictator!
No, Scar was a dictator, complete with Nazi hyenas and everything. The show begins with a song played by this band, and they didn't even bother to translate it out of German. And then these pig cheerleaders.
1, 2, 3. We are the piggiest cheerleader. 4, 5, 6, 7. The Jungle Kings will play like heaven.
Do you guys want to see some of the worst soccer animation? Here it is.
Ladies and gentlemen, Custer has the ball, and yes, Custer passed it out to goal.
Hey, the Jungle Kings have possession of the ball.
Be careful, Butcher. Don't run. Stay there. There is a big tackle.
They didn't care. They clearly didn't care when they were making this. There's no way they did because I'm watching it. It feels like no one gave a crap when they were making this.
And there is Jacko. Jacko.
Well, thank you for showing that movie. I didn't need to sleep tonight. And really, the rest of the movie is the soccer game with the same terrible voice acting, terrible timing with the dubbing, terrible music, and terrible animation that we've seen before. The truly insulting part is when they get to the halftime show, which blatantly repeats the beginning with the band and the cheerleaders verbatim. That's friggin' lazy. As for who wins, it seems that the game comes down to a tie.
Oh, ladies and gentlemen, if you listen to the radio, you're missing a great game, great game. It's a 1-1 score between the Wild Dogs and the Jungle.
Ladies and gentlemen, because there was no winner in this soccer match between the Jungle Kings and the Wild Dogs, I, the Lion King, decided there is gonna be a rematch. Strongest may win.
So the movie ends with a rematch being called for, and the duo from the beginning call it a good game. This sucked. It sucked as a movie, it sucks as a game, it sucks as a thing that exists. As a movie, it has all the previously mentioned tropes that make Dingo Pictures atrocious. I feel like just showing clips just speaks for me and shows how terrible of a thing this is. But as a game, it also fails. If you've seen other reviews of the game copies of these movies from people like Phaelus and Kid Icarus, you'd know that the games are basically just filled with fluff with a bunch of lame-ass puzzle games and painting games. Bad, I'm tempted to say it's worse than Video Brinquedo. At least those just go straight to DVD. The fact that they put these on games and want to market them as games is terrible. So screw Dingo Pictures, screw Midas Entertainment, and screw Phoenix Games. I'm the Media Wiz because One Art Forum wasn't enough. God, that sucked!
You're a gold-star superstar hero.